Hey everybody, welcome to our pop-up kitchen tonight. We're glad to have you here with us. All right guys, be sure you've given StreamYard permission for us to see your name. Charlie's monitoring the chat over there, so be sure to say, hey Charlie, and let him know you're here, tell him who you are, who invited you, where you're from, all the good stuff. So we want to know everything we can about you while you're here visiting with us. All right, so we're excited to have you here. So where are our guests? If you are a guest, someone invited you here to be with us tonight, go ahead and put that in the comments. Let us know that you are a guest because you've got to let us know you're here because that's how we're going to know to put you in the drawing to win a prize, because we are going to give away a prize at the end to one of our lucky guests that are here with us tonight. So be sure you're letting us know. And as always, let us know who invited you, because we just might have a gift for them too, because they took the time to share with you. All right, everybody. So welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Marsha Brown, and this is the Hooray Pop-Up Kitchen. And boy, oh boy, do we have some great stuff planned for you tonight. We are going to be popping from kitchen to kitchen. And we're even going to share a kitchen for part of it. You know, it's one of those duo kitchen kind of things. But tonight it's all about getting ready for football season, the tailgating and the entertaining and all of those sorts of things that we do as we move into the fall season. And we're going to be using some of our favorite microwave pieces to help you get ready fast, because when you've got friends coming over, you don't want to be sitting in the kitchen doing all this extra work. We're going to share with you some quick and easy recipes that make it super fun and super fast for you to enjoy your party or to take it with you for your tailgate and not have spent the whole day in the kitchen getting ready for it. Now, as we get started tonight, we do have a few microwave pieces that we're going to be talking to you about. We have several different lines of microwave pieces, and I like to call them our good, better, best. So we have our microwave reheatable pieces, and those are a part of our Crystal Wave line, which I have some of those right here, as you can see. These are in our brand new colors, brand new sizes. We also have our soup mug and our little dish. And these are actually really nice ones, like with one of the recipes you're going to see tonight that Corinne's going to be making with you. You could actually make it up ahead of time. If you have a lot of it, you want to make a double recipe, you could put some of it into one of these containers and have it in the fridge so you can reheat it. So you already have it made up, and all you have to do is just reheat it in time to serve it. And it's going to be perfect for those sorts of things. These are the best for on the go. And as I said, they are a microwave reheatable line. And what that means is they're perfect for reheating things that are already prepared. So like your soups and your stews and your spaghetti, your leftover meat or some meatloaf, maybe you had some leftover chicken and rice. All of those things can be put into these. But here's something that a lot of people don't know about our Crystal Wave pieces is that if you are doing something that's just in water or a fat-free broth, you can actually steam your vegetables or seafoods in these. Also, this is our brand new large one. It's our 3-quart capacity, and it actually has a strainer or colander that goes inside of it. And this is perfect if you wanted to do potatoes for your mashed potatoes. You could actually cut up your potatoes into even-sized cubes, put them in here, put the seal on it, pop the vent, stick it in the microwave. And you don't even have to put but like 2 tablespoons of water in it. So you don't cover it in water. You just chop up your potatoes, put it in here. And this is like the nice size cubes that are about 1 inch by 1 inch. If you have our Tupperware mandolin, it's perfect because you can cut them into little dices that way. Throw them in here with 2 tablespoons of water, seal it up, and then stick it in the microwave for about 3 minutes a pound. Okay, that's how you cook vegetables, about 3 minutes a pound. It sometimes takes a little more depending on your microwave. It's great for corn on the cob as well. You don't even have to fill it with water. Once again, just a couple of tablespoons of water, because there's so much water in vegetables that it's going to help to cook that. Now with the steamer insert, this is great if you wanted to do some broccoli, if you want to do cauliflower, if you want to do some shrimp. This is perfect because you can put your water in the bottom, put a couple of slices of lemon with your Old Bay seasoning, sprinkle on top of your shrimp, stick it in there. Once again, Doesn't take a lot of water in the bottom, and close it up, and you're going to cook it about 3 minutes a pound, because seafood also is about 3 minutes a pound in the microwave. It's going to cook this fabulous steamed shrimp. Throw some ice on it once it's ready, because you don't want it to keep cooking, because it will continue. So ice it and you're good to go. But otherwise, if you are reheating things, so you have your leftover spaghetti, you have your leftover soup or chili, these are going to be the ones you're going to use. They are made with a special plasma coating that is going to not stain. And what's even more exciting about these is that they're great for, they don't leak when you turn them on their side. So they're great to take to work with you. But we do recommend with reheatable things, anything that has a lot of fat, a lot of sugar, in them, that you're going to want to do it at a reheatable power, which is about 60% power. So when you put it in your microwave, say 3 minutes, you're going to hit power 6 and let it reheat. And what that does is it allows it to heat more slowly, more evenly, and take it all the way across. So what'll happen is for 60% of the time, it'll be shooting those little microwaves in there, and they'll be getting into to the sides of it, and they'll go in about 1.5 inches, about the length of your little finger and about the width of your little finger, all the way around and through the top. There's even little feet on the bottom to lift it up so they can sneak in underneath and heat more evenly. And then for the next 40% of the time, it'll stop, and that lets the heat transfer across the middle. So it heats much more evenly. You don't end up with hot spots, and your food gets heated nice and evenly. You don't end up with pieces that are dried out. Everything cooks perfectly that way. But tonight we're not going to cook in those, even though we can make an egg in one of these to go for our English muffin. We can even make a meatloaf in a mug. We can do a cake in a mug. Those are something we're going to save for another night, but I wanted you to see those because we're going to be talking about our better, what I like to call our better and best microwave pieces. And the first one we're going to be using is our stack cooker. And the stack cooker, of course, is designed to allow you to cook 3 courses at one time. If you were here with us a few weeks ago, we actually showed you how to do that, right? Who was here when we did that a few weeks ago, and we made those 3-course meals and showed you all how to do that? Or maybe you were here when we were on the road and Shannon and Karen showed you how to cook hamburger and drain all that fat. If you were here, go ahead and put that in the comment. If you weren't and you want to know more about it, those videos are still here on the group, and you can also watch them on our YouTube channel at Hooray Sales and check that out. But tonight we're going to be making a recipe, a dip recipe. And this is a fabulous one. And you might have had this done with chicken before, like a buffalo chicken dip. But we're going to take it to on a nice little vegetarian option today. And we're going to go on over to the kitchen with Corinne. And here she comes. Okay.
Ta-da! You know, the great thing about being in the same kitchen is we have to make sure that the mics aren't all going at the same time, or all of our ears get pierced. If you don't get pierced by my quick yelling every now and then. But hey guys, how are you tonight? I'm so excited for this pop-up kitchen because we are sharing one of my favorite recipes. Y'all know I love to entertain, and the football season is starting, right? A lot of us are getting together. You're having those hot treats that you want as the fall starts to hit the air. And the buffalo chicken dip has been one that has been a winner at every event that I've ever gone to. But the problem is I'm a pescatarian. That means I don't eat land animals, right? I'm a vegetarian that eats fish. So buffalo chicken dip is not something that I would eat because I don't eat chicken. But it always looked so good. In fact, one of my girlfriends even said it's like chicken crack. Okay, if you guys have if you know what I'm talking about, put it in the comments. We want to know how many of you guys have heard of this before. It is the dip that you will lick the bowl clean on. Well, today I'm going to teach you a vegetarian version that's also high in macros, because y'all know I like my little health kick things. And it's going to have non-fat Greek yogurt as well to give some extra protein. Okay, so let us jump right in. I did go ahead and post the recipe for this in our group. So if you scroll down to a little bit earlier today, it is on my website, thefreshexpert.com. Just check that out. Check out the recipe. And let's rock and roll. Okay, so I am going to be using the stack cooker system. Now, we did talk about this at some of our previous pop-ups. In fact, if you joined us last month, I made a 3-course meal that was a vegetarian burrito bowl, or sorry, it's enchilada bake. and it was so amazing. I licked the top of that one because it was so good. So we're going to be using that today, and I'm going to come back and talk to you about how this red, beautiful, exclusive set here could be yours for only $5. Are you intrigued? You want to know? Make sure you stay on, because we're going to tell you all about how you can get this full set here for only $5. So I can't wait to tell you about that. But let's jump in. I'm going to use the one that I had here that was a teal, because, you know, why dirty more dishes? That means we have to wash more dishes. I don't want to wash more dishes. So the one we're going to use in this stack cooker here is the 1 3/4 quart. So we're going to have this, put this aside, okay? We're going to start off, though, with the supersonic chopper. I might have confused you a little because I confused myself. I was so excited about the stack cooker. Just know you're going to need the 1 3/4 cup. So you got your supersonic chopper here, and inside of here we are going to blend 8 ounces of cream cheese. Now you can do whichever cream cheese you like. Some people like the Nuka shell, which is the 1/3. Some people like the full fat. It doesn't matter, whatever works for you. Just make sure it's at room temperature. That way it can really blend up. Got that one there. Okay, then with that you are going to add 1/2 cup of non-fat Greek yogurt. Now you could use sour cream, but again, non-fat Greek yogurt has better macros, it's better for you, tastes just as good, and then you won't feel guilty when you're eating more of it because you have more of the protein. You'll get full faster. Just say yes and just do it, okay? So you're going to add that in there. Then you're going to do 1/4 cup of ranch, any ranch that you like. I just grabbed the Ken's buttermilk ranch. You can make your own ranch if you really want to be healthy. See, this is why I'm evening out. You have some good, some bad. It's like the Goldilocks principle, right? A little bit of everything to give you. That's about 1/4 cup. Normally you want to measure. I don't like measuring. Then you're going to take your hot sauce. Now, I have been told you only use Frank's hot sauce. If you like Frank's Red Hot, you better put that in the comments because I want to know what favorite hot sauce that you love. And you're going to add 1/2 cup, which is basically a small jar, okay? So you're going to put that right in there. You can use Tupperware's measuring cups to get the most accurate measurements. I just like to be a little bit dangerous sometimes and throw it in there. But fun fact for you guys, put it in the chat. Let's see who knows this one. What magazine did a study to find which measuring cups had the most accurate measuring? Okay, they did a study between all these different companies out there. What magazine is the one that did a study and found out that Tupperware is the most accurate? Yes. But which magazine did that study? I want to see it. If you know the answer, put it in the chat. We're going to make Marcia give something away. Yeah, we are. Okay, cool. Put it in there. All right, so we've got all those in here. Now we're going to put this aside because I'm jumping all around. And we've got to get our jackfruit ready. You guys see this jackfruit? I get this at Trader Joe's. You can order it online. You can buy it at a lot of times the Asian stores where they'll have this. Jackfruit is more of an Eastern type vegetable, but it takes on the properties of any meats or protein that you want. You can make it be like shredded chicken. It can be used for like shredded pork. If you check out my website, thefreshexpert.com, there are other recipes where I did these barbecue jackfruit sliders. Oh, out of this world. So good. Go check the recipe after this because we got more out here on the pop-up kitchen. So make sure you check that one. Now, this is in the brine. Okay, you really don't want to soak it yourself. You want to make sure you get your jackfruit in the brine. Using Tupperware's can opener, it does separate the seal at the top. And then we're just going to drain it out like this. And I want you guys to see what this looks like. Or you're going to think it's weird, but it's not. It's like a fruit, but it's not a fruit. Or it is a fruit. It's jackfruit. Okay, and it's going to taste like chicken. I know, it blows your mind. All right, so we drain those out. And then these two are going to go right here in the supersonic chopper. So we're going to chop it up and shred it at the same time that we're blending everything else. I'm also going to throw in some green onions in there just because I want to. And so we're going to take all of these, put them on, hold your hand on the top of it, and we're going to rub that little end in. Now remember, every time you pull the handle, it's like hand chopping how many times? 100 times. I know you were thinking that. So it's like a food processor, but no electricity is needed. This again is great if you're tailgating outside by the pool. Maybe you got the fire pit going and you're like, hey, I need some dip. This is all you need. So you're going to take it and pull it right out, give it a pull, and you want to get nice and fine, but also nice and blended. Kind of get your little tricep workout too. It's not that hard. Your kids can help you, and it's fun because then everyone's involved and part of it, right? And then check this. Look at this. Right? Like how easy is that? And the best part is this whole thing goes in the dishwasher to clean. So we're going to have a great easy cleanup later. All right. So then the next step is we're going to take this here and we are going to put it into the base of our stack cooker. And then we have one more step. And I'm going to smooth this out in just a second, and then we're going to put this in the microwave, and Marsha's going to come back. But I got to show you the one last step that we have, and that is we have to put cheese on the top. So the Great Master, all of you guys know this. You love this. It's amazing. We're going to lock it into place. Okay, we're going to take our cheese. You're going to do one 16-ounce block. Oops, I did not snap it in there right. I got too excited to show y'all. Go, stay where we go. I find if I talk to it, it always works better. In fact, whenever you're cooking, please remember sound effects always make everything better. All right, so we're gonna shred our cheese. We're gonna do one whole block of cheese, really quick, ready and in there. And then once we get all of this, we're gonna put it on top of our buffalo jackfruit dip. And we're gonna cook it in the microwave. So we're gonna start off doing this one in the microwave for 5 minutes. Then we're gonna come back, put the cheese on top of it, do it for another 5 minutes, and it is gonna be ready. You guys are gonna be so excited. You're gonna love it. But before I can show you what this turns out to be, Marsha's got a few more things for you. So let's send it back over to Marsha.
All right. Wow, guys, I can't wait to try this buffalo dip. I think it's going to be absolutely delicious. And for those of you who, like buffalo chicken dip, basically it's the same recipe. You're just going to use shredded chicken. And once again, your shredded chicken can work fantastic for this. Also, you can take that chicken and do it. And we actually have our whipping mix, which you can use to whip up your chicken and shred it once you've cooked it. And of course, you can also use that stack cooker with the colander piece. You can put that in the microwave, cook your chicken, and then take that cooked chicken, put it into the whipping mix and shred it around for it to be shredded. Or you can chop it in the supersonic chopper, okay? I think we've got a lot of people on our Wi-Fi tonight, so that's why we keep lagging just a little bit. Sorry, guys, but I know you can find us all there as well. Okay, so as Corinne said, I did want to share something with you, and then I'm going to let her come and talk to you for a little bit about it while I get ready to cook something in just a few minutes. But one of the great benefits to hosting a Tupperware party is that you can get free stuff. And because we were talking about, the fact that this right now is tailgating season or entertaining season, we have a brand new host gift that you can get for hosting your Tupperware party. Now, I know right now some of you that are watching are hosts that maybe your friends are here and you're actually having your party right here. That is really cool. Maybe you're a guest watching and you're going, oh, I really like all this stuff. I would like to get some myself. And, your rep could actually set your party up, set you a link up to share with your friends, and we could actually do your party right here. Okay, so we could do your party right here and at our next pop-up kitchen, and you could qualify for free gifts because they would shop on your link. So I want to share with you this one beautiful gift that we have, and it is perfect for the holiday season. So it does come with a 2-quart pitcher. It comes with 4 of our 16-ounce tumblers. These are the ones that your grandma had that were pastel and Uncle Si had that was blue. It comes with a set of 4 plates, but it comes with this amazing set. Guys, look at this. Isn't this absolutely stunningly gorgeous? It is actually 3 different containers that you can use for your traveling, treats. So you could put some chips in one. You could make a salad in one. I have a fabulous marinated shrimp recipe that does perfect in here. You could do a layered taco dip in here. You could have a fruit salad in one. You could have a green salad in one. All kinds of things. But what's also neat about all of these, you notice how this has this funny looking little thing on the top, on the seal? Well, that's because these 3 dip bowls also come with it, and they each separate just like this, and then they attach to the inside of the thing just like that. So now you can take my dip and my chips all in the same container. Now this one, I might do something more of a sweet and kind of a sweet thing. I could have maybe a sweet dip in here, and then I could have some fruit, and then we could use that. That would be really yummy. And then I could have another one that maybe I had some salsa and chips or salad with some dressing. And then of course I have the big one that I could take along, and maybe in this one I can have some guacamole. And so we could have all of the goodies that we want. And all of this set is part of our host gift special that is exclusive for our host this month. and into the fall season. Here's the other thing that's really neat about this is that we also have a set of matching salt and pepper shakers that you can get as your thank you for hosting your party. So every time you host a party, you are entitled to some very special things. You're entitled to receive of course, some great recipes and learn some great things. You're entitled to get a booking gift when you hold your party and invite your friends and show up. And this is your booking gift. Look at these. How cute these are. Now, these are only available for the next few weeks, so you cannot delay if you want to get these. This is your booking gift. And then when your party hits $200, you qualify for your thank you gift, which is these, or you have some others you can choose from. And then as you move on up at 300, you can get 10% free. You can get a half price item. As you move on up to 500, you can get that complete entire set that I was showing you. You can also qualify to get that beautiful red stack cooker along with a couple other things. But Corinne, like I said, is going to tell you how you can get that for just $5. And so right now, I'm going to go ahead and let Corinne share that with you about how you're going to be able to get your stack cooker for just $5. So let me bring her on back over here. Okay, I got to come over there.
Okay, let's turn the thing off.
Right.
Oh, you'll be over here. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got it.
All right, take it away, Corinne.
Woo! This is what happens when you don't rehearse, my friends. You just kind of jump in and we go with it. Okay, so this beautiful stack cooker. Now, if you go back, if you haven't already, rewatch our pop-up kitchen from last month because I shared how growing up, I love this stack cooker. Let me just tell you about it. We called it Rachel Ray, the Tupperware way. Well, I did it at my parties, actually. Back in the 80s, we called it gourmet meals. And mom would come home and she'd be like, hey, let's do a gourmet meal. And it was like a 3-course meal you can make literally in 30 minutes in your microwave. I mean, can you believe that? How many times you can have a fast meal that's actually nutritious, made with love, and there for you? So I've loved this growing up my whole life. You can cook a whole chicken in 21 minutes. You can do your stack cooker. You can do the dips and all this great stuff. The stack cooker system is $129 value. So it's a great item to get for free or half off at your party. So you can think of that as, hey, you know, if it's free, it's for me. This is why you host, so that you can get the items for free and half off. But right now, this is so exciting. When you decide you really enjoy hanging out with us, you want to see us more often because you love these fresh tips. You love the Tupper tidbits here and there. And, you know, you like the idea of putting some more green in your pocket. Yep, that's when you decide you want to open your own Tupperware account where you get an online website absolutely free. That's a store that can be open 24/7 that you can send people to shop to. Tupperware will place the order and it will go through and ship directly to them. Your job is just to get your website and store out there, let people know about it, and then Tupperware can take care of the rest. Plus, you have incredible training from your success lines here, and we'll always have these pop-up kitchens to be able to help you. Well, the stack cooker system you can get for only $5 when you open your account and sell just $250. Guys, that is less than the average home party because the average in-home party has 2 to 3 hours of time having fun, socializing with your favorite products, are typically about $500. Now you're going to make about $125 because we do make 25% on everything that we sell as a Tupperware consultant. Like, how cool is that, right? You determine how much money you want to make. But this stack cooker system, just for getting activated, just for deciding you need a little bit of money in your pocket, you'll be able to get for only $5. So I think it's amazing. And I'm really excited to share that one with you. So I think now we're going to get on to another recipe that we're going to be sharing with you with another great product that we love. And that is the Tupperware micro grill. So let me go ahead and get Marcia there.
All right, so I'm so excited to share this recipe with you because once again, we're trying to take you through some easy recipes that you can do, and you can also add a little bit more health to it as you go along. So this month we are, I am going to be using the Micro Grill, and what I'm going to be sharing with you to make tonight is buffalo cauliflower. Say what? Okay, how many of you have had buffalo wings? If you love buffalo wings, you know, put that in the thing. Everybody loves buffalo wings. I don't. I also don't eat meat, so I don't eat buffalo wings.
But my granddaughter's a real connoisseur of them, and she tells me that there's like some of them you want the long pieces, and there's 2 different pieces to the wings. She always knows which one she wants. I don't know which one it is. But here's what I love about this recipe, and you can do something similar to this with your chicken wings, especially if you don't want to fry them, because most buffalo wings are fried, and even cauliflower is used typically fried, and then it's tossed in the stuff. This is when you actually bake, and you don't have to fry it, so it's got less fat. It's also healthier because we're using cauliflower. It's going to give you that nice fiber. It's going to give you some veggies, and it absolutely tastes amazing. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to get a cauliflower. Now I keep my cauliflower, of course, in our Fridge Smart, and we do have our extra large Fridge Smart that is available on our website right now at an incredible price. You need to check that out because it'll hold 2 or 3 heads of cauliflower. And whenever I go buy cauliflower, I always look for the biggest head there is because it's so expensive. So I like to get the big one. Well, I have already taken and washed my cauliflower, and then I cut it up into little florets. So I have some here already done up into little florets. I've actually already cooked some of my cauliflower. This one makes a lot. And so I'm going to have this ready to use. Now what you do, once you have your cauliflower into your bite-sized pieces, we're going to mix up the coating to put on them before we cook them. For this, we are going to need 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. I will put the recipe in the group later on, so I've got already pre-measured my 2 teaspoons garlic flour and a teaspoon of paprika. Of course, all my spices I keep in my spice carousel, and once again, this is on sale right now, so you want to check it out. Here's what I love about my carousel. It's a 2-level carousel, and it holds both our small and our large spice shakers. So, and it rotates around. And what's great about it, it will go in your cabinet and rotate and not bump into the sides of the wall or anything. You can stack those small ones 2 on top, or you can put large ones on the top, or you can go 1 label, depending on your cabinets. I have my cabinets adjusted so that I can go double on the top, and that way I have all my spices that I need. And they're all in these wonderful spice shakers that have both a shaker top that cleans itself when you go to open it. Okay, so when you see, you can see there it's got little bumps on the top of it, and it actually cleans it for you. And then it also has a spoon size that you can reach in there and measure out as you do it. I just took a Dino label maker, made my labels to put on the outside so I know exactly what spices I have in here. And it keeps them fresh, especially those red spices, because any type of red spice, your peppers, your paprika, your red pepper, your cayenne pepper, any of those, they have a tendency to attract this very small little bug that will just mat it all up, and this helps to keep that out. They're also frosted, so it keeps the light from causing the flavor to disintegrate. And here's what's also nice about this. Normally, you should replace your spices every 9 months, because they start to lose their potency. But when you store them this way, they will stay fresh for 2-3 years. And right now you're probably going, oh my gosh, I got a can of paprika in there. It's been in my cabinet for like 5 years. And you might just be careful about opening it because it could have something growing in it you don't want. Now, I am using a smoked paprika. We had the opportunity to travel to Spain, which is one of the great benefits of being in the Tupperware business, is that you do get to travel a lot and go places. So we were in Spain, and I was actually able to get some fabulous smoked paprika there. It smells so good. All right, so we have 2 teaspoons of garlic flour. We have 1 teaspoon of the paprika. I have a half a teaspoon of black pepper, and a teaspoon of salt that I put in here as well. Let me grab my spatula. I have my whisk. This is one of our plastic whisks, part of our KP tool set. Stir that in there. And then this is the piece that's really important if you want to get a nice crunch on your cauliflower, or if you want to get it on your chicken wings and you don't want to fry it. You want to use cornstarch or arrowroot powder. Now this is really great because it's going to give it a nice little crunch on the outside. And what's also nice about it is that it's gluten-free. So if you have folks that are gluten-free, this will be a perfect one for that too. I have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch that I'm going to mix in there. Cornstarch and arrowroot are both thickeners, and you can use those in sauces and soups and stews. They use it a lot in Chinese food to make that nice sauce that they put on it. But the thing about it is it always has to be added to a cold liquid, because if you put it in a hot liquid, it just clumps up really bad. The heat is what activates it and makes it thicken. So right now I have all of these in here. I'll just give them a little stir around, and I'm going to add to this a half a cup of milk. Now you can use regular milk, you can use an alternative milk like a almond milk, soy milk, so that way you can also keep this vegan along there. I've got a half a cup. I'm going to pour that in there, and then I'm just going to add a tablespoon of oil. And of course I always use olive oil because it's got a little bit more nutritional value to it. It's an unsaturated fat, so it's really great for your heart, and it's part of that Mediterranean diet kind of thing. Okay, so stir this all up, make this little sauce that we're going to dip them in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my cauliflower that's in the florets and that's already been washed. I'm just going to put them in here. And you could sit here and you could get a spoon and you could kind of stir it around like this and try to get it coated really nicely. But guys, this is the easiest thing. When you use Tupperware, you don't have to worry. I'm just going to put the seal on it, walk it all the way around, let the air out on the edge there. So pull it all the way up again. Okay, put it on, let the air out, whoosh. Okay, we don't burp our Tupperware anymore. It's not polite to burp in public, so we just say fresh. So it's there. But here's what's cool about this. Look, guys, I can turn it on its side and it doesn't leak. I can turn it this way and it won't leak. I can turn it upside down, move it all around, and nothing spills out. That's what's so incredible about all of our round seals from Tupperware. They're completely liquid type. So I'm just going to toss it around, got that all there like that, and it's good to go. All right, so it's all nicely coated. You can see that they're all coated in there. Same thing with your chicken wings. If you were doing chicken, it would do the same thing. Now I'm going to take our MicroPro grill. The MicroPro grill is a metal grill that goes in your microwave. Say what? That's right, metal for the microwave, guys. And it has a Eterna coating, which is the non-stick coating. There is a susceptor in the top and the bottom, which basically transforms the microwave ray energy into thermal energy. So it's kind of like when the electricity comes into your oven and the oven heats up. This is the same thing. This heats up. The microwaves are like your electricity that heats it up. But it does it so fast. In fact, in 90 seconds, this will heat up to 450 degrees. I know, crazy, right? 450 degrees. And it works both like a griddle as well as an oven. So when we put it in this position, it's the griddle position. You can grill steaks in here. You can grill shrimp. You can grill veggies. You can do a grilled cheese sandwich. And it's crunchy. That's right, crunchy. And then you can turn it this way and you have a little oven. It makes a little mini oven. You can do a cobbler in here. You can do baked ziti in here. I like to roast my Brussels sprouts and my potatoes in here. And we're going to actually roast our cauliflower. Now you do want to make sure that you have a just a single layer. You don't want to double it all up. So this sometimes takes, you know, this is what I use when I'm just doing it for like me and Charlie. And I want to eat some for us. But if you're doing a bunch, you can actually do it in the oven on our silicone sheets and put it in there. So I'm just going to put these in here. I think I'm going to get all of them in here. I think they all fit there. Yeah, good. All right, so put those in there. Spread them all around. It is good to have a kind of a uniform size and not make sure they're not super, super big. So there we have them in there. I'm going to put the top on, as I said, in the oven setting. And I'm going to stick it in the microwave. And we're going to do this for about 6 minutes in the microwave on high, because it's going to take that microwave and it's going to transform this and it's going to heat this up. And these are going to roast just like you do if you do them in an air fryer or in the oven. So we're going to go put that in there. I'm going to come back to you in just a few minutes and share with you what they look like with the sauce on them. And Corinne's going to come back and share with you a little bit more about that dip that she made. Woo!
Isn't that fun how that just works out? It's like a swap in and swap out. Okay, so if you noticed, halfway through, you're gonna cook your buffalo chicken dip for about 4 minutes. Then you're gonna take that grated cheese and put it on top. I didn't end up using the whole 6 or 8 ounces from that block. I did about 3/4 of the block. But again, this is for you. You can also add a little bit of mozzarella cheese if you like. You can always alternate a recipe to your specifications. I was reading some of the comments a second ago. Some of you said you don't like it as spicy. Then don't put as much hot sauce. This is your recipe. And that's the great thing is about the pop-up kitchen. You get some experience to some new things, some amazing products that are really tools to help simplify your life so that you are the hostess with the mostest, right? And a great way for you to realize new things you need in your life. Hello. Okay, so we've got it. We put the cheese on top. I cooked it for another 2.5 minutes. You can see how it's like really cooked nicely around the edges too. And think about it. If you were to do this in the oven, it would have taken you 20 to 30 minutes, okay? This is literally less than 10 minutes. You have this fantastic dip done. I like to try and have like staples in my home because that way if someone comes by unexpectedly or if you're throwing together a quick party or someone says, hey, let's go keep hanging out. I don't know. You always can. When my kids come home and they want something specific as a snack in the afternoon, you can do that when you have just the staple ingredients and Tupperware tools. And the recipes, of course, that we give you to save you time, space, and waste. So I like to put a little green onion on top for a contrast of color. And then here's how I'm gonna serve it, my friends. We've got a beautiful platter here with some tortilla chips and of course some celery, my favorite little scrub brush for the inside to keep us nice and healthy. And then we have got our dip. And we are gonna dip it out, eat it up, and it's gonna be fantastic. So that is one of our great dips that we're gonna do. Now don't forget what we shared today, because for all of you guys here that are part of a party, these are the products that you're gonna make sure you want to put on your wish list. And for all my fresh friends that are watching, this is the ones you're gonna say, hey Corinne, add this to my next order that I'm picking up from your house, right? We are here to help you have the best, not the rest. So, in here, we did use the stack cooker system. You can purchase it for $129 or get it for free or half off, or come join our team because you're having so much fun with us. We need reps in the areas. We are growing. We need more people to share the Tupper love. And then you can earn this whole set, for only $5. We also use the supersonic chopper, which is actually in a number of our starter kits. Reach out to your consultant that invited you and say, hey, maybe I want to know a little bit more about this Tupperware opportunity thing. Tell me all the awesome ways that I can get spoiled rotten while also making money and growing in personal and business development, you know? And it's a lot of fun, just saying. Last thing that we used besides supersonic chopper and the stack cooker system was that Great Master that I used for the cheddar cheese. That is one of my top items my hostesses get for half off. You'll grate cheese in seconds, Brussels sprouts, and more. So go ahead and write those down. And then of course, we've got the ones that Marsha shared with you too. Make sure you reach out to your consultant. And if you see a lot of stuff you want, host your own party. That's what these pop-up kitchens are for. We're here for you to show you some great new things. So with that, I'm gonna bring Marsha back over and we're gonna zoom.
How quick was that, right? Boom, boom, you didn't even see us change. All right, so once again, I've got the cauliflower cooking, but I've got to get the buffalo sauce. And like Corinne said, you know, you can make your buffalo sauces, your buffalo dips, any of these things as hot and spicy as you want, or as calm as you want. It's just like when you go to the store, right? You can, when you order them, they have the hot wings and then they have the not so hot wings. We can make some not so hot wings. And basically we're going to make our own little sauce to go on that. So what I have here, I actually have made some already, but basically what you're going to do is you are going to take some hot sauce, and there's different kinds of hot sauce. So Corinne used the red hot, Frank's Red Hot sauce, and you know, of course there's Tabasco. I'm actually using a Valentino Mexican hot sauce, which is actually not as hot. It's got a little bit more of a depth of flavoring to it. It's got some chipotle in there, but it's not nearly as hot as some of the other cayenne pepper type sauces. So I've got a 1/4 cup of that I'm going to put in here. I'm going to add some honey to it. And I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of honey. And once again, if you want to make your sauce so it's not quite so hot, you could go with less of the hot sauce and put more of the honey in it. And that way you're going to cut down on the amount of sweetness on it. And then you're going to add some oil. And you're going to add about 2 tablespoons of your oil once again. And we're just going to put that into there. And I've got my honey over there. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll stir that up. I have some already made up. And once you have your sauce made up, after this first batch, after the cauliflower comes out with the MicroPro grill, I'm gonna take and brush it with this, I'm gonna stir it up, brush it with the sauce, and I'm gonna stick it back in there for another 4 minutes. Now, as I said, you can do this also in the oven, and you're gonna do it at 450 degrees in the oven, and you're gonna do it for about 10 minutes. And then take it out, brush it, and then put it back in there. And I actually did some already, just so you can see. I'm using our silicone mat, which is perfect because this can go right in the dishwasher. It's super easy to clean. You don't have to waste parchment paper. You don't have to clean up your cookie sheet when you do it. And then I'm going to take these, and these have already been cooked and had the sauce put on them. I'm going to put them all right here into the bowl. And you can see how nice and crunchy these look, right? But they're not fried, which is what makes them even better. And as Corinne said, and so I'll take some celery. I'm going to put some celery around on the other side. You could do a little bowl with some blue cheese dressing to dip it in. I have some blue cheese crumbles. I'm just going to sprinkle those blue cheese crumbles over the top of it. I'm going to take and add some more of those little green peppers, like Corinne said. And voila, we are ready for our buffalo cauliflower treat. Oh my God,
that looks so good.
So good.
I'm gonna throw this here just so you guys can kind of see real quick. The MicroPro grill, the top does get hot, especially when you're using it as much as we do. So make sure you do have your hot pad. But I want to give it a second so you guys can just see.
Let's stir this up.
But I want you to see. Do you guys see the sizzle? Like seriously, the metal for the microwave, that steam, that sizzle, the brown right there on that cauliflower. Like what? I know. Watch it. Smell-o-vision. Ooh. Okay, there you go.
Right. So we're going to stir this up. We're going to stick it back in there for a couple minutes, and we're going to add the hot sauce to it and redo them, and those will be fantastic. But right now, we have someone else that's going to come talk to us because, you know, we've got some great dips and we've got some great snacks, but we need something sweet. And so we're going to go all the way over to Alabama to visit our friend Shannon, and she's going to fix us up something in one of our fabulous Tupperware microwave pieces, our vent and serve. So take it away.
Hey everybody, how are you guys? Happy Tuesdays. Kind of odd to say happy Tuesday after a holiday, but happy Tuesday. Hope you guys are doing well. So tonight I am going to, let me fix my phone because it almost fell off. So tonight I'm going to use the vent and serve, and we're going to make some dessert real quick. So there's nothing better than dessert, a cobbler. If you're in the South, you know cobblers are basically where it's at. Everybody loves cobbler, peach cobbler, strawberry cobbler, cherry cobbler. Tonight we're going to do strawberry cobbler. No, I'm lying. We're doing apple cobbler, caramel apple cobbler. I couldn't remember what I bought. It was a toss-up between the apple and the strawberry. So our vent and serves, plastic in the microwave. Plastic you can cook in, plastic you can reheat in, plastic you can freeze in. These go straight from the fridge to the freezer, to the microwave, however you want to do it. These are your absolute go-tos. I've got the round set, not the complete round set because one of them are in the freezer, but this is the round set that's on sale now. It's in red. This is the pretty blue. I love the blue, but I also love the red, so I'm going to have to get my own set. So anyways, I'm going to make apple cobbler in the microwave in like 8 minutes. And you know, something that I have tried before, didn't think anything about it. I had company come over and they were like, we had dinner, we grilled out. We weren't tailgating at that point, but we grilled out, and I was like, we need something sweet. We need something sweet. And I did. At the time I used the stack cooker. I didn't have the vent and serve. But I did the same recipe in the stack cooker. So it's a lot of our recipes you can cook in multiple or in different products. But the ones that are usable for everything, the freezer, the microwave, I almost said the oven, the refrigerator, freezer, microwave, dishwasher, you want your vent and serves. So these, like I said, this goes everywhere but the oven. We're going to make caramel, and I bought caramel apples because it's fall, fixing to be fall. Unfortunately, I think as I get older, I'm turning into more of a fall person. I've always been a summer person, but I think I'm getting to like the fall a little bit better. So I'm going to use our can opener, which if you guys don't have our can opener, you need our can opener. The reason I say that is because if you have arthritis, if you're left-handed, if you're right-handed, doesn't matter. If you have the little kids help you, this can opener is for you. You saw how easy that was. Like, no matter if you had any hand problems or anything. I wish I had known Tupperware full on like I do now back when Jason's grandmother was alive, because she had really bad arthritis. This can opener is literally a lifesaver. So I'm going to show you when you use that can opener, you can use your hand to open it. I mean, it's got a little thing on there, but I wanted to show you guys how safe it is. This doesn't cut, and it also keeps the yuckies off of your food because, you know, in the grocery store, they're kind of gross. So you just make sure you use that, cuts it away, and you don't get cut on anything, and you also don't have germs everywhere. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our caramel apple pie filling, and we're going to put it in the vent and serve. And it calls for you to layer it. If we're making an easy cobbler and it's been a hard day at work or at the ballpark or at home, even with the kiddos, it's just been hard. I like to make it easy. So I'm not going to layer mine. I'm just going to do the apples. And then we're going to use a regular cake mix. I'm going to use half of it. Oops, I just kind of got it everywhere. And we're just going to kind of put that on top and crumble it up a little bit. It's making like a little crumble. And I'm not going to use the whole thing because I don't like a whole lot of cake in mine, a whole lot of cobbler. So normally you would use a whole, a half a bag for each layer if you did the layers. Or you could just use a whole bag on top, whichever you prefer. Sorry. So I've got it in here in the vent and serve. I'm going to put some butter crumbles. I'm going to crumble some butter on it. I've already got it cut up into my Tupper Mini. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the butter and sprinkle it around on the top of the crust. What will be the crust. I'll show you guys. And then that's all you do. This is going to give you a cobbler in like 8 minutes, guys. So I can't ever figure this out. So I have the cobbler in the vent and serve. I have the cake mix on top with the butter on top of that. Just to kind of make it, you know, it's going to make it a little gooey. It's going to make it a little crispy. It's going to make it really good. And we're going to seal it and vent it. So we're going to seal it as is. Maybe, yeah. And then we're going to vent it. You know how to vent it. You just kind of pop it up like that. And then when you're done, you pop it back down. So we're going to vent it. We're going to put it in the microwave on 8 minutes. And with the magic of TV or your camera or great hostesses, we have one that is already made. And there you go, guys. Caramel apple cobbler in the microwave. I don't know if you can still see the smoke coming from it or not. But it's pretty warm, pretty hot. I'm going to put some vanilla ice cream on it. And that's going to be my dessert after I eat dinner because I still haven't eaten dinner. I came in and I jumped on here to hang out with you guys, to chat with you and talk to you and see how things are going with you. So the next time you have a crowd over and you have a vent and serve and you need a dessert, just go to the cabinet, grab you some pie filling, or you can even make your own boil some water, cut up some fruit, and put some sugar on it, boil it, put it in, well, you could even do it in the stack cooker or in the vent and serve, boil it. Then you put your cake mix on it. Then you put your butter on it, put it back in the microwave, have a dessert in 8 minutes, guys. Super easy, super fun, super yummy. You're muted, Marcia.
Somebody muted my microphone. Who did that? All right, that looks so good.
I can't wait.
I know. And a couple people had asked, what kind of cake mix can you use? And really and truly, you can use any kind of cake mix.
Yep.
I like to use the cherry pie filling with the chocolate cake. That's so good.
I bet that is good.
It's like a Black Forest. And then this time of the year, you could do the caramel apple with a spice cake.
Yes.
Or you could
I should have done that.
Yeah, you could do and you can also do one with pumpkin pie filling. And kind of that one does better if you layer it, but it does.
Well,
really
yeah.
good. That's good. So, and I think right now we have a really exclusive set of Vent and Serve that's in red, don't we?
Yes, red. And it's this. I mean, it's got the 2 sizes here. I have a 3rd size somewhere. And then I have another one, but it's in the freezer with my stuff, with my chicken in it. So, but yeah, I mean, very, very super fantastic color of bright red.
Everything we've shared with you guys tonight, there's some way to get the things that we're talking about at a really great price, whether it's on sale right now, whether you can get it by hosting a party and you can get it for free or half off, or whether you join our team and you can take advantage of getting your starter kit that includes a lot of the products that we've shown you tonight and an opportunity to earn some of those. This is the best time to get started in your Tupperware business, because this is when you can make the most money for the holidays and you can head into the new year debt free. So thank you so much for being here with us tonight, Shannon. We appreciate all of your great training and ideas and recipes, and go eat some dinner. And guys, I'm going to wrap us up here tonight. So we hope that you've been had a great time with us tonight. So far, I haven't seen anyone say that they're a guest with us tonight, which is kind of sad, because we really want to invite lots of guests to be here with us, because this is a great way to host a party, is to invite people to be here with you. You can get your host and then have her invite her friends. One of the reasons we do this is to help all of our team members to be able to run their business even more efficiently and take advantage of a lot of great knowledge from a lot of great people. We've got just tons and tons of folks here that can share that with you. So a big shout out to Corinne for that amazing buffalo jackfruit dip, which you can use your chicken for and do the same thing. And I'm going to go enjoy my buffalo cauliflower, and we appreciate you guys being here. We'll be here in 2 weeks with our next pop-up kitchen. We also have coming up a game night next Tuesday night. So make sure you talk to your rep about how you can get invited to the game night. If you are a rep here with us tonight, you're going to make sure you're inviting your guest to that. And I know people will be watching a little bit later. There'll always be some replay. So if you are watching the replay of this and you are a guest, go ahead and say #replay. I'm a guest. And if there's any other guests that are on, go ahead and put that in there. So Carrie Rivard, she hasn't commented, so I need her to comment to let us know she's here, because Charlie's been watching for everybody to let me know who the guests are, because he's got a gift to give away. So to one of our guests that are here. So thanks everybody for jumping on with us tonight. We look forward to seeing you at the next time. Have a great evening, everybody. Bye.